Welcome back, troglodytes, to Would You Rock or Not. Today we're looking at this custom shop creation from 2012. The seller describes it as a metallic red swirl, but to put it into plain terms, it looks like somebody just gave this thing a splatter paint job. Let's take a closer look at this. Besides the whole black splatter paint thing, there's something else really weird going on with this custom. It's got the red colored binding like we've been talking about with the Widows. And if we go to the headstock here, you can see the clear coat is also tinted red for on here. So that means this instrument is based off of a red Widow. But instead of a dark black border, it has just been splattered all over the top, and they substituted the beautiful figuring for more plain woods and left out the pickguard. The seller's not very specific in their listing as to what this instrument is made of, but I'm curious if it's not the traditional mahogany maple combo, because it doesn't look like what you normally see. Like, take away all the black splatter paint and it just looks abnormally plain for maple. Like there's no wood streaks or anything going on here. Being a 2012 model, we can almost guarantee that that is a rich light fretboard though. And these customs generally come with the 490R, 498T pickups, and we have that in gold hardware. The back of the instrument has a very similar vibe. It's just black splatter paint. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like this design, but I figured somebody out there just might. But something that takes this one to just a whole new level of weird is it's a sparkle finish on top of that. The photos clearly do not do this instrument justice, because it's really hard to photograph sparkles. I know that firsthand from my Sparkle Top Deluxe. But this photo, I think they captured it enough for us to understand what the rest of this instrument is like. So you have a black splatter, sparkly red Les Paul Custom. It's just kind of a weird beast, but this is not the first time Gibson has dabbled in black splatter paint. One of the earliest relic jobs Gibson ever did was on the 1980 Gibson Firebrands. That is what the Paul was renamed to. And they would take nuts and bolts and they would ding the instruments up and they would get this black splatter paint in the finish. They're really kind of interesting when you look at them. That was a very popular technique to use on furniture at that time. Now, it was nowhere near as extreme as this one, but this was likely some sort of custom order one-off, would be my guess. Something that always kind of confuses me on these custom shop level instruments that are more like metal looking or just out of the ordinary, they give them such a historically pretty case. It just doesn't make any sense. I think Gibson, if the new Gibson people are listening, when you have a guitar like this, let's start giving the lift and reissue case a makeover. Give it the black Tolex and give it like a dark green interior. Something that just makes it look, more suiting for this instrument. Because why would you want this black splatter paint red Les Paul Custom in a pink case? I bring this argument up all the time, like even with my Rhino Les Paul, that thing didn't need a pretty case. This instrument is offered for sale by Paprika Music in Japan. They seem to be fairly new to reverb, but the thing with the Japanese sellers online, it's always important to take a look to make sure all of their backgrounds look similar. I definitely need to cover the whole buying guitars from Japan topic in a whole separate different video, because the way many sellers do business might seem like it's a scam to us, but usually they're not. And they're asking $3,677.27 and shipping. And honestly, I don't think their price is too bad on this one. With custom looking instruments like this, usually there's a buyer around that price. So I have no problem seeing this thing sell for around $3,000. So for our playing demo today, let's take a listen to a Les Paul Custom. The only question left, would you rock the black splatter paint red Widow or not? Leave your answer down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.